What's up? This is Passive Crypto. If you're new to this channel is about making money. If you like making money, subscribe to this channel. Hit that notification bell and click all. That way, you'll be the first person to see my videos when they drop. Alright, I got a lot to cover in this video. There's an update on Radiant. I also got a new farm that came out and a new one that I've been checking out, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. So let's get to it. First and foremost, Radiant Finance. Wow, I have a lot to unpack with this one. So far right now, I'm still mining the token. I have 935 tokens. They're worth $164. I have 20 hours and 40 minutes before I can harvest these tokens. The current price is 17.5 cents. So there was a lot of issues with this, but I warned people in my videos. Check this out. I don't want to seem like I'm, psychic or something, but check this out. This is what I warned. Now this video was done. What day was this? Let's see. I can't tell. But it was done before the launch. It was done on, I published this on the 29th. So I had to do it on the 28th. So check this out. This is what I warned people about. So any transfer with more than 0.15% of the total supply will be rejected. So when it's time to sell, you guys got to pay attention to that, man, because a lot of people ain't paying attention to that. So right now, the total supply on Fantom is 6,118. So if your transfer is more than 0.15% of this supply right here, which is 6,118, it will be blocked, so you won't be able to sell it. So you got to put that in your calculation when you go to sell for the first harvest. So you might have to do separate sales if it allow you, or just one small sale, long as you're not over that 0.15% of the supply, which right now is 6,131. So some people gonna have like this is I'm guaranteed, book it. When it's time to harvest, some people gonna have like over that 0.15%, and then they're gonna try and go to sell and they're gonna get stuck because it's not gonna go through. And then they're like, what's going on? Then the price gonna go down and they're gonna miss out on some money, and then they're gonna be bitching. They're gonna be bitching on YouTube talking about, they feel like they got scammed because they couldn't get their money that they really was supposed to get because the price dumped on them. You gotta pay attention, man. Y'all gotta read these documents, and the documents basically give you the guide on how to make money. If you go through the documents, each platform you'll find. I told y'all. Did y'all listen? All right, let's go to Telegram. Check this out. Look what's going on. I can't even remove liquidity from the token. LOL. This is so ducked up. Why cannot withdraw the stake? I can't even remove the liquidity. You need to use less than 7 RDT, which they're trying to tell them that the max transaction was 7 RDT. And it's a whole bunch of these where people just didn't read the documents, didn't listen to me, and they missed a big oversight, man. I mean, I think a lot of these people must be new to crypto. I mean, they got to be newbies, because most people that's in yield farming that's been doing crypto for a while know to at least check out the documents a little bit, or listen to your boy, because I warned you guys. When it come time to harvest, you gotta check the max transaction amount. Now, there was some issues with the LPs being hit with that max transaction amount, which it shouldn't have been. But outside of that, when you was going to sell your RDT tokens, you can only sell the maximum transaction amount. That was the anti-whale feature. Now, do I agree with how low it was? No, it was way too low. And I don't think they anticipated this issue, which they should have, because that was way too low, the max transaction amount. So, all right, here go another video. This is before the Fantom launch. Check this out. Check what I said. Problems harvesting. They can't unstake the LPs. This is what people were saying in the Telegram. Well, they can't unstake LPs, but not Binance Smart Chain launch and the Polygon Matic launch. Unstake LPs. So right here, I'm warning people So
for the Fantom launch.
The reason why they're having these issues is because of what I stated in my first video when I went over the documents and I told you to book it. It is this. The max transaction amount. Nobody paid attention to it. That was the feature in the anti-whale that I talked about. The 0.01% of the total supply. If any transfer with more than 0.01% of the total supply will be rejected. Now, the issue came into effect where some people do have a valid point, because according to this, it says deposits, withdrawals, or harvests are not affected by this restriction. And what happened, it actually was. So that's where people have some issues with this platform, because that was not supposed to happen. And what happened in tandem with that, the price started to fall. And with it falling, if you can only sell 7 tokens and the price go down to $1, that's $7 you can make off 1 token, and 5 tokens or 7 tokens. So $1, that's only $7. So people had issues with that, man. And I'm neutral on it, because they do have the anti-whale. If you go over the documents, it does say that, but it does also say that it wouldn't affect the.
Now there you have it. So some people do have valid points, but even after that, now this is no defense of the platform, but even after that, some of the developers, not all, but some of the devs, not the devs, the moderators in the Telegram, they did let them know, like, hey, the max, try the max transactional limit. Sorry, but somehow the max transactional limit did affect your LPs when you're trying to break your LPs, unstake your LPs. So they still didn't get it. So it was like, wow. And I warned you guys. I told you. Now, I have no issue. I had no issues unstaking my tokens. Know why? Because I knew the max transaction limit. All I did was take the total supply and then multiply it by the max transaction limit. But now they have that right here, so you can see it. At any time I can withdraw 6,093 tokens, RDT tokens, in 1 transaction. So that's the max transaction amount. So a lot of people just didn't get it, man. It's unfortunate. And what's happening with this platform, because of the people's bad experiences with it, I don't know if this platform is going to be able to overcome that, because there's a lot of disgruntled people. Some of it is the platform's fault, because they could have did a better job pinning how to maneuver away from some of the issues with the max transactional limit, which they didn't do. It was more of a individual person asking, and then an administrator answering that individual, instead of just pinning a simple thing and letting them know this is what it is and this is what you need to do. And then that way, just pin it. That way people can just click on it and they'll be able to see it and follow through. So it was a mess, man. There's still people in here complaining, you know what I'm saying, because they had a bad experience. For the most part, that's what a lot of these people on all the blockchains. Matic, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not a fan of Matic, man. Matic was the worst because the blockchain in general just took a dump where people just couldn't do anything. So it's unfortunate, because I think this platform, the way the price and the market cap is, this price could go up a lot. But because there's so many people that have issues with the platform, it might not, because let me let you guys in on a little secret. When it comes to yield farming, the most important thing is that the people believe in the platform. That's what it comes down to. If people believe in the platform and they trust the platform, they're going to invest their money, and then they're going to help put the word out, and they're going to add liquidity to the farms, which this type of platform needs that. They need liquidity to be able to function. And if people are having bad experiences with the platform, that gets out, and there's a lot of people in here that was talking about scam and all this. I don't think in the true sense of the word this is a scam, because everything was pretty much laid out, although some of the functions didn't work properly. The anti-whale, I warned you guys. I knew it was going to be an issue, man, when in this video. Then I warned you again before the launch of the Fantom one, to let people on Fantom know that you got to pay attention to this max transaction amount. Now back to my experience on Fantom. I can only speak to Fantom on this. I had no issues withdrawing my tokens. Yes, at one point my max transaction amount was only 7 tokens. And that was ridiculous because, the price was around 20 cents, so I had to continuously withdraw 7 tokens at a time. So I had to make literally maybe like 70 some transactions to be able to complete my amount that I was trying to withdraw. So, but I didn't have any hindrances as far as it not going through. Fantom, like I say, Fantom is buttery smooth. It's a good blockchain to be on. I wish more developers would come over here because the blockchain worked great. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got on that. So let's get to the next thing. There's a new platform that just came out called Jungle Swap. Now, I always go to Rugdock, man, because Rugdock is my reference point I use this as my playbook. This is my playbook for the yield farms based on what Rugdock says in his assessment of the platform. I formulate a strategy on how to make money from the platform. So on Rugdock, it does say that Jungle Swap is a full sale fork similar to Super Manion. I think that's how you pronounce that. There's a max 4% deposit fee, a 5% transfer tax, 2.5% anti-whale with a minimum of 0.5%. Manual emission reduction, doc state 75% of deposit fees will be used for buybacks, not under time lock at this time of review. Same team as Super Manion and Papa Smurf. So apparently this team has been around for a while. And this was updated on June 28th. And the most important thing, Rugdock gives this is a low risk. So with a low risk and not any like serious red flags, I just went to yield farming. Went straight to yield farming. Let me switch my wallet so you guys can see. And my strategy with this, I did something I normally don't do, you guys. I don't know what's going on with this. I did something that I normally don't do, you guys. I actually went into the native token pool. And I have a reason for that. Part of it because I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing because I was talking on the phone. And I slipped up and bought the native token. But, because there was so many fees associated with the native token, I did sell out. You know what I'm saying? And so far it's working out for me, Just a second, you guys. Let me see something. What's going on here? So I have to refresh this real quick. Sorry about this, but this is some of the things you have to do. So what I did was I went into the native token. I most certainly did. I don't recommend you guys do that because usually the native token dumps and then you lose all your money when the price go down. I will only recommend experienced investors buying a native token and farming a native token. Otherwise, most of y'all gonna get wrecked because y'all don't have a strategy, and just buying a token when you get a gut feeling time to buy is not good enough. So I have 51 tokens. The APR is 16,000%. What I did, I invested, I think it was around 3,700 into this platform just to see what it was going to do. My initial plan was to do this, y'all. I like the stable coin because of the market going up and down. So I was gonna get into one of these stable coins, which I was looking for the highest percentage one that was paying the highest. And at the time, I don't think it was BUSD, it was actually USDC. But either way, I was going to pay the 4% deposit because in my opinion, I would be able to make that back because I don't think this farm going to scam out. So that's what my biggest worry is the farm going to scam out. I'm going to deposit my money and then they going to disappear. Long as the farm don't scam out, I'll make this 4% back on whatever I deposit. So that's not a bad thing, because I'm going to deposit. I was planning on deposit a stable coin so I don't have to worry about price fluctuations. And I was going to earn a stable return. And my only hurdle was the deposit fee. Once I make that deposit fee back, it's all profit from there. So that was my play. So I already had some BUSD. So I made a mistake and bought the native token. So I said, forget it, because there is a lot of fees associated with that. So let's get into that. So you guys would know, man, I think I need to take more time with this because there's stuff that people be missing and I don't think you should, but you do. So with the jungle token, let's see what was my transaction. So yeah, here we go. So I swapped 2,000 BUSD for 618 jungle, and then I added liquidity. I added 1,700 BUSD plus 534 jungle. So the difference between these two is the fee, what the fee I had to pay. So it was a lot of fees associated with the native token. You have to have a higher slippage, between 6 and 10%. So that's a fee. Then there's a 5% transfer tax fee. Now with the native pool, I didn't have a deposit fee, so that helped out. But there is a lot of fees associated with this jungle token. So I decided just to stake it, and it's working out pretty well because of the fact that this token has a limited supply. So that's great. So let's see how much I done made so far. So I done made $203 so far, and I only been farming this thing for maybe, I want to say 4 hours. So it's almost 12 o'clock. So 4 hours, that'd be 8 o'clock, somewhere in around 4 hours, 3 hours and 40 minutes, 4 hours. I've made $204. So it's working out pretty well. I actually bought in when the price was around $2.70. Because this has a limited supply, this price could go up a lot, you guys. Now, I'm not recommending you guys buy this token at all because you could get wrecked, but because it does have a limited supply, it could go up and go on a nice little run. See, it's still going up because somebody's buying. So every time they buy, the amount of money I make go up when the price increased. So the reason why I got into this pool, this is another thing. This is stuff I normally skip because to me, it's self-explanatory. But for somebody who's never yield farmed, it might be new to you guys. So I'm going to break it down. So I went into the jungle BUSD farm. The reason why, because it didn't have no deposit fee. So that's one less fee I had to worry about. The APR was really, really high, which is right now is 115 jungle tokens per $1,000 invested. So I invested over $3,000. So I'm going to get over 300 tokens. And at the current price, that'll be 300 times 3.9. So you do the math on that. So within 24 hours, I should make over $1,200 or over $1,000 for sure. So, and within 3 days, if this price could hold, which I know it's not, but within 3 days, technically, I'll make back the majority of my money I deposited on this platform. So I'll be in profit. Literally, I'll be in profit. And after 1 day, I'll be in profit. So if you take away the fees that I had to pay for the transfer tax and the slippage and all that stuff, how much money I lost in between. So with that being said, The reason why I like the jungle BUSD is because of two things. If the price go up, yes, I will incur what a lot of people call what is it called? I can't think of the word right now. I can't think of the word. It's a brain freeze. It's not slippage. What is it? Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta help me out, man. It's late. I'm tired. Um, when you lose the I can't think of what it's called. Oh my god. So basically, impermanent loss. There you go. It's called impermanent loss. So if the jungle price go up, what happens because of permanent loss, it has to balance each other out. So you have to have 50-50 on each side of the LP. So it has to be 50% jungle, 50% BUSD. When one go up, it sells off into the other one into a 50% equilibrium. So the reason why I like the dollar peg is because it's stable. So when this price goes up, I earn more BUSD, which is I'm cool with. I like that a lot. And if this price goes down, I earn more jungle and it sells off more of my BUSD. Now, I'm okay with that because this does have a limited supply. I wouldn't be okay with it if it had an unlimited supply because basically the price could go to zero really, really fast if it has an unlimited supply because of the price, the inflation of the token. So with this having a limited supply and all it takes is a little bit of brain pressure for this token to actually skyrocket, I think it was a win-win to get in at a lower price. Now, if this price drops below my initial buying price, which was around $2.70, $2.80, then I might think about getting out. I don't know. But because I'm over that price, I'm going to keep yield farming. I don't have to worry until it drops down to like $1 less than what it is. Then I might think about what I need to do next. But right now, I'm good. And I think the price still could go up some more because it has a limited supply. Now, let's get into that so you guys can see that real quick. Then I'm going to talk about one last farm that I was just notified by. Let's go to the tokenomics. So this is what y'all really need to look at, man. A lot of people don't look at the tokenomics, and it's very important. So it has a max supply. It's limited. So the max supply of this token is only 144,505 tokens. Now they do have this amount on the actual website, but I want to go to the documents to show you guys, you know, the tokenomics, the auto burning, the anti-whale, the deposit fee. When you in the yield farming, that's very, very important. You have to read what it says so you know what to expect. And it also does say set your slippage to a minimum of 6%. When I tried to transfer as far as buying a native token, I actually had to set my slippage higher than that. Maybe I think it was because I was buying over $1,000 worth of the token. So I actually had to set mine to 10% because I was buying over $1,000 worth of the token. So because of this max supply is only 144,000, I think this price probably won't dump as hard as a lot of these other yield farms, especially if they're able to keep these high APRs. And some of these APRs are still really, really high, especially this one. This one is ridiculously high. According to Barter Time, shout out to Barter Time conglomerate, this BR34P, I think he said that has something, it's tied to the drip network as far as their ecosystem. I don't know too much about this token, but the APR is really, really high. I'm not recommending you guys buy this either, by the way. So I'm just pointing this out. You know, 63,000%. I mean, that's really, really high. So long as these APRs can stay high, man, I think this token still could go up from here. I don't know how high, but I think it could go up from here. that's not any way saying to buy the token. Because people will say that. They'll say, Passive, you told me to buy this token. So I got in the native pool just like you. Don't do that. Don't do what I do. Like I said, I told you, I made a mistake when I did this. I'm just going to ride it out because I didn't want to pay the fees to sell a token. I didn't want to pay another 10% transfer tax and then a 10% slippage and then a transfer tax when I sell a token. So I decided just to stay in. Plus the APRs was pretty high, so I thought I'd be able to salvage my decision. We will see. So look at the other APR. So BNB BUSD is over 1,000 APR. The BTCB BNB is almost 2,000%. Look at these percentages, man. They really cake. BUSD is 1,800%. So they really high. So as long as these percentages can stay high, let's look at some of the pools. Look at that. BUSD single pools 1,200. Wrap BNB is 2,000%. Cake is 508% APR. DAI is over 1,000% USDC. DOT, I mean, there's a lot of money to be made, and like I say, Rugdock said it was low risk, man. So to me, I'll take that. So I only put what I was willing to lose, which was around, under $4,000. That's what I was willing to lose on this. And I'm gonna see what it do. Now the next and last thing I'm gonna talk about is bull run. Now this was something that one of my subscribers let me know about. And once again, man, I went to my reference, which is Rugdock. So bull run finance, the price is 3 cents. Total value locked is $1,201,560. This platform is a cross-chain yield farm. It's on Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, and Fantom. So what does Rugdock say about it? So this is the reason why I didn't get in. It's right here because it's some risk, and Rugdock did an update on it. Basically what it says, we have been made aware of several issues by auditors from Paladine blockchain security. Rewards are decreased for users over time. Each instance emergency withdrawal is called. Reward distribution contract can be exploited to inflate stake balance, essentially giving themselves higher emission reward over time. Pending harvest and reward distribution can be forfeited if new deposits / withdrawals are done before harvest can be called. There are no hard rug issues, though. They are still concerning for all users involved. So to me, that made it really high risk. Really high risk, because all this stuff would affect how much money I could make off this platform. And it can be easily manipulated. Basically, that's what when I read this, that's what it's saying. You can be easily manipulated, and this is not it either. I mean, it goes over some more things. Deposit fees capped at 15% on pool but can be set to 100% later on. Locker contract allows them to unlock their LP tokens at any time. User uses their own locker contract for LP locking. So it was just a lot of stuff that made a lot of red flags and made me not want to invest in it, but the APRs are pretty high. They're pretty high. It's over 1,000%. The bull cake, which I wouldn't invest in, is 38,000%. BNB cake is 7,500%. BNB BTCB is over 20 million percent. Is that 900,000? Yeah, 20 million percent. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff that's working against this platform. If I do invest in this one, more than likely I might deposit some USDT. You know, it's 54,000%. So I might deposit some USDT, maybe a couple $100 just to see how this works. But I don't know about that one. You know, Rugdock, you know, it's a lot. This is super high risk. This is even more riskier than Radiant, you know. So because of the stuff that's right here, you know. So other than that, you guys, I really do appreciate you guys for watching this video. Radiant Finance, link will be in the description. Jungle Swap Farm, link will be in the description. And I'm kind of hesitant to put this one in there, but this, I would put this in there too. Bull Run Finance, link will be in the description if y'all feel like gambling. You know, all these platforms, man, don't put nothing in here you not willing to lose. If put only in what you in here, put only in these platforms what you would say goodbye to. I'll just leave it like that. I mean, a lot of people don't get that. I mean, in Radiance, it was people saying that they put 20,000 in, and apparently they bought the native token. Why would you put $20,000 into the native token? That's the token that's being farmed. This token, especially if it is an unlimited supply, that means it can be printed as much as possible. That makes no sense to me that somebody would do that. Please don't do stuff like that, you guys. I don't want none of my people that watch my show to go belly up on any of these high risk platforms. All these platforms have a level of risk and only put in what you are willing to lose. Now, having said that, this is your boy Passive Crypto. Peace. I'm out.